Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we will be making a brain in a jar as our first Western craft of the month.
April Fools, right? This video is a special request from Nathan Allen. Make sure you check out his Final Faction and Action Figures page when you get a chance after you've given us a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, and share this with every one of your family members.
What? Yes, we need views.
We're doing fine, folks. If you recall from our second Starship video, we had
Last month.
this brain in a jar, and he really got a kick out of it. We had a lot of fun using it, and so
I thought you were doing some making it. You were the one who made it. I didn't help.
So we're going to show you guys.
Things.
So we're going to.
That is just a fact. I made the things I made because I made two things, and you made that brain thing.
Yes. So we're going to show you guys how to make one of these as easily and quickly as possible. There are a few things, for example, this particular piece, I don't know what it is. If you do, please let me know and I'll go get a couple more.
It's pretty cool.
But I don't know what it is, and so we're going to have to make do with some substitutions. I added a couple little gribblies on it, but for the most part, it's this thing. It almost looks like it was battery powered at some point or something. It looks like there's a little flip open case here, but maybe not. Maybe that's just, anyways. I'm getting off topic. Here's our brain. Here's our jar. We're going to start with these clear plastic lids from the yogurt. I forget what brand it is.
It says.
But it's the kind that comes with the M&Ms on the top. Sometimes it's Oreo flavored.
Yo Crunch.
Okay, well, there you go.
I think it's an off-brand thing.
But it's the kind that has the M&Ms in this little container and then the yogurt down here. And basically, you're going to want to spray paint these silver.
I'm surprised we have so much, but then I realized...
I've been saving them for decades.
Decades?
Well, for a while.
You mean
Just
decades?
Make sure you spray paint these, and don't do like I did and spray paint them 5 minutes before you shoot a video. Then you're going to drill a hole in here.
Because that's how the light goes in. Today we're using... Well, actually...
Yeah.
I'm going to be using... Actually, no, we're gonna be using completely green because we want to save the.
You don't use a. You can use a multicolor. There's
well, yeah, but then by the end we're gonna have 0 multicolors left.
Well, we'll eventually find a place to get more.
Okay.
Right? Can you pull that flame piece off without?
I've done it before.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna be using another green one just because we bought a pack of 24 and we were looking for any excuse to use these up.
Even though next month we might use them.
Yeah, we actually.
For the next month.
You're right. We're going to use a ton of them in next month.
We might.
Well, we're going to use a few. But I'm going to start by gluing this on here so that the light bulb will stick out. It doesn't have to stick out a lot because of the reflective nature of the silver spray paint. It should reflect off everything. But just a little bit of super glue because you don't want it to get into the light mechanism and somehow interfere with the circuitry in there.
I broke the whole thing.
You want to use the pliers and do it gently? Start over? We'll turn on the light. If it doesn't turn on, then you know you made a mistake.
Oh, I did make a mistake, but not the mistake I thought I did.
What'd you do?
In pulling it, I ended up making it so I can't even push.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's
Take that.
bad.
Put that one to the side. I'll fix that one later.
Yeah, it's gonna be something that might be able to.
Just gotta be gentle and.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay. Well, just move. We'll move on. We can, Let me get this and get a better grip.
Yeah, as you can see, it's.
Yeah, I see what you did. Yeah.
I don't know how that happened because I didn't even do something that would affect it.
Well, I just did one a minute ago, and maybe I just got a gentler touch, more patient.
Even though I wasn't actually doing anything that would cause it to be not that, but. Because I don't want to use another multicolor, because I had a plan to use 2 multicolors and something else
Well,
very soon.
You want to use the red and blue?
No, I kind of want to save that one.
Okay, then go in the garage and get a green one.
Wait, we have more in the garage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know where they are?
No.
Right by where the Shadows of Brimstone book was.
Oh.
In the white box. Hurry up.
That's the first one I shouldn't show that.
Okay, we'll put those off to the side.
What?
I said I'll put those off to the side and I'll show everybody what I was talking about.
Okay.
Make sure you get that light bulb right dead center. So that it sticks out just a little bit. That's all you need. These are pretty powerful lights. And I'm just going to hold it there because he ran off and he's usually my super glue accelerator squirter. And I don't really want to squirt it into this mechanism and risk messing with the silver spray paint, because as it is, my fingerprints are all over there now. But I think that'll work. Leave that on just because I want to touch this as little as possible. Put that off to the side. We're going to be using these gumball machine bubbles to put the brain in. I've already set some off to the side. They're also spray. This part will be spray painted silver, and this will go over the brain like that. Let's just take this off and show it like that. But with the mechanism and the process we're going to use, it's going to be lifted up above like that. This one we won't be actually using.
Where did the Brimstone book used to be?
Okay, you know what? You sit here and I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you don't. Remember, I have to go do this.
Okay. So, I don't actually know what he was working on. So, I'm not sure if he already said this. However, just in case he didn't, the way that we are going to be making this, or you making the base of this, is by taking either 2 of these rocks or 2 of these clear glass orbs, gluing them together.
No, scoop, get out of my chair, bud.
Okay.
Wow, that just popped off like a piece of cake.
Yeah, those ones are so much easier. I assume that's how I thought I was able to do it, because I did it like twice on these,
Get that out of here.
just without any tools. So I thought I would be able to do it on those ones, but I couldn't.
Just be careful when you're taking the fake flame off. And you might want to hang on to these for something. I
don't really think they're that useful.
Yeah, you never know. But another thing to add to your Dead's box. You told him about the rocks?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Did you already say that?
No, I didn't. Here, let me glue that one in place.
Okay.
You do your super glue rock thing that you were telling him about. I'll need these
Okay.
things.
So, I mean, very simple. You just take super glue and you put the super glue on it. Do you use the accelerator, or is there no point?
Yeah, I would just.
Right on that.
I was telling him I don't want to put it near the light mechanism because I don't want to
Okay.
have a mishap and mess with the.
So, then, I assume it's dry because the accelerator.
Right.
So you get a snake of Miliput, which...
Miliput,
Yeah.
in case you've never used it before.
In case you're new to our crafts, that is what a Miliput box looks like. Then, well, you can glue it there, but I assume, like, that's what he did there.
Yeah.
So you can probably want to get it as thin as you can,
Yeah, definitely.
but
Definitely make it
again,
thin.
the issue with Miliput is always going to be the same. It's very sticky and very, like, I don't want to say soft, but very.
It is both.
Yeah, it's actually both.
It's very sticky and very soft. I'm gonna mix up a little Miliput for the one I'm gonna be working on. Oh no!
Yeah. Also, just in case you didn't realize, we did glue it in, but it broke off.
Yeah.
Is this thin enough? I don't.
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely not. Look at that.
On this side, is it thin enough?
No, I'd still make it a little thinner. And if you have to use it,
Should I cut it in half?
yeah, because you're not going to be able to.
Is that directly in?
Well,
Yeah, it's close enough.
but you're going to want to make worms or snakes
By the way, doing this, it very much shakes the table. Unless you hold down the thing, which I will be doing. Also, try not to get it too thin, because then it'll rip.
Right.
And make sure while doing this, because it kind of shakes around at the opposite end, make sure it doesn't like get tangled and stick to itself.
It doesn't. Yeah, you said when we had the other table cover on here, it didn't wiggle as much. I think.
Because we forgot to put the table cover on.
Well,
We did forget, but that's the simplest way to put it.
Yeah, we're just.
Let's go without going into something that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's
Is that
getting there. Yeah.
Should I do more?
Yeah, and then he's also using his cell phone to get a good look at a brain on the way it's got these curves and I don't know how you call that the pattern of
Folds.
the brain.
I think that's what they're called, folds.
Okay. Check out the big brain on the little guy, right?
Brain.
There's also a section under the brain here that I'm not sure what that's called either. That we're gonna
Does it overlap to give it a bit more size? Or?
take a look at the photo that you saw.
It doesn't overlap.
Yeah, every brain has got different folds, if you will.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, as long as you just keep the folds and the snakes or whatever you want to call it on one half, and then use the next piece of string of Miliput for the other hemisphere, and just keep it all on one half. You should be good. I tried to get it to go back and forth and in on itself multiple times. Let me see. Yeah, that'll work. I would have made maybe a little bit different, but I'll show everybody what I'm going to do with mine. And before you're done, here, take a little bit of this and make that section underneath the brain.
I'm going to do that last.
Are you going to do that last?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to actually do that first to not end up wasting any Miliput and going over it. And the only problem we're going to have with this is that it's not going to dry fast enough. So hopefully we'll be able to mount it onto the wire with super glue and then maybe have it dry on a platform. I'm going to actually go get just the thing for that.
Okay, guess I'll do that. Well, obviously I will. Okay, I'm not sure if it's the best idea to do it. I didn't have it be, use one layer as a sort of, to extend
You can always
it.
pull it back off and start over if you want.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not saying what I'm trying to say is I don't know.
Welcome back to the Stark Expo.
I had a feeling that you would say that one episode, but
Couldn't resist. That's a little family joke of ours. Not really ours. We didn't make it, but we use that every chance we get.
He does.
Yeah, I do because it was a great movie.
Was it bad?
It wasn't a great movie. I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know.
You love that movie.
Yes,
The little guy has been an Iron Man fan since he could reach up to the TV screen and push the play button on the DVD player. So basically what I was saying is, with this brain, I mounted it on 4 legs, and I really didn't like that. And so in retrospect, I'm going to try and just mount it on one wire, and I'll just stick it in this modeling clay. Oh yeah, that's looking good.
Okay.
So it can, once we've glued it onto the...
Okay, I need a bit more Miliput.
I'm going to need more too because I just gave you half of mine. So that when we're done, it can the Miliput brain can just sit there and dry, and then we'll go on to the other sections because Miliput takes hours to dry. There's wire for there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Stick it in there and then super glue it in place so that it won't fall off. And then when your brain is dry, you can stick it in the modeling clay here, and we'll go on to the next section.
I don't know what a texture is. Like a napkin.
No, just use your fingers or...
Well, there's a weird texture.
You want to use the scissors? To...
But,
I see what you're doing, yeah, to just make it lighter.
Yeah. Well, and the dog came in.
I'm telling you, he knows what we're doing. He knows exactly.
He doesn't know exactly what we're doing, but he knows we're talking to someone. He just doesn't know who, and he wants to be a part of it. I don't think he knows that we're filming a video. I don't think he understands that concept. But I do think that he thinks that we're communicating with an individual or individual people.
Or just you and me, and he's...
Yeah, he thinks that we're having a conversation with someone, and kind of.
He's a very jealous dog. Let's just put it that way. He's very, very jealous dog. Okay.
Okay. I don't think. Never mind.
I'm trying to take the lower piece out. And then...
You can raise it.
Yeah, sure. I'll just make up some more. And if we have any extra, I'll throw it in those molds we made this afternoon for next week's project. And like I was saying before, it's always good when you're working with Miliput if you...
You have blue stuff to make a blue stuff mold.
Yeah, so you don't waste any of the Miliput, and you know, have small molds set to the side so that you can just push the excess Miliput into the molds, and the next day you have something instead of a dragon egg or a spider egg or
which are
or snakes.
usually the most common things to make with this stuff is just eggs and snakes, but
With your excess.
yeah. But there's much better things to make with it.
It's a good thing I did make those eggs, but now...
Yeah, because I was able to make that dragon.
You know, I think every dragon we've done... No, that's not true. Because the Archon dragons didn't have eggs. But did we put eggs on the blue dragon?
Yeah, we put a piece that technically had eggs.
You're right. And the green dragon had the same piece. And then your earth dragon had dragon eggs.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make them a female automatically.
No, it
They
doesn't.
could just be defending the nest.
Yeah, I don't
Even
think
though
they do.
usually it's actually the female that does
Yeah,
it.
I don't think the dragons, evil dragons, do any of that.
Well, who says the
The
dragons
males.
were evil?
Well, the green one, the white one, those were evil. Durkar, I'm pretty sure, is evil. Schmorgenrog is definitely evil because he eats his brethren and takes their bones and turns them into armor.
But he didn't have...
Okay, I see what you're doing there. Okay, that's
a
it.
tiny amount. Well, first I
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yeah, let's actually go over that because we.
Oh yeah. Eyes. First, he wanted to put an eye in his, so he did, and he used one of these things.
They come from a generic, really cheapy, sort of light bright system that you can find at Dollar Tree right now, and these little pegs plug into a box that has a light in it, and you make little designs and little patterns.
Which I don't.
Anybody?
Does it not work even work?
It didn't work. Yeah, I think it was just one of those cheap things that you know find at dollar stores. What do you need a ruler for?
No, should I use red, blue, or green?
That's
I don't think we should
entirely
use purple because we said you wanted to have 4. Let's make another one later. So this is what I've done so far on mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna use.
It's kind of getting smoothed out, sadly, but I think it looks okay.
Yeah, mine had the same problem. Just by touching it, you end up kind of squishing it down and loosening it. But that's where the painting aspect will come in. And I covered this after I painted it. I covered it with a lot of green wash, so that it would get into the crevices of the brain. What color are you gonna use?
What color are you? You shouldn't use purple anymore.
No.
What color do you want to use?
Well, there's really only blue,
Green, and pink.
And I don't want to really use green because of the...
light.
Yeah. So that leaves us with pink, blue. I think that's really
Pink
it.
Pink and blue is the only option.
You take the blue and I'll take the pink one.
Okay, I don't really kind of doing
I wanted to use another purple, but that's fine. We'll just go with that.
Oh, I just remembered.
What?
Rock.
It won't. Oh, that's one of the reasons why I made the
Clippers.
Oh yeah. I think I did that too. So I'm going to.
No, that's gone forever.
Yes, but that's how that works. And I'm going to take Some rocks. I think I'm gonna go with these ones because they.
What? I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so I put the eye in, and then I'm gonna take a small amount. The way I'm gonna do mine is I'm gonna have it look like it's some. I probably shouldn't do it there. Like it's a mechanical eye that was put in there. That's on the actual part of the brain. Even though it can be because
Super glue. And I got my 2 rocks. See if I can do this with just one hand because his hands are a little busy over there. Give a liberal spraying of the accelerator right onto the item, and hopefully it won't stick to my hand. Right, folks? Because we know how people hate getting super glue stuck to their hand. This one's actually a little inverted, but I'll work with it.
So you're now working on the brain?
Yes.
Okay, does this look good?
Yeah, it looks. Oh, that looks really good, actually. And you already put the wire in?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, how are you going to stick it in here so you don't have to hold it? Good point. You want to steal my wire? And use
No.
a second wire? Because you can't hold that for the entire time.
Obviously not.
You want a longer piece of wire, or you think you can rest it on something and it won't?
I just had an
Deform.
idea. If we don't have any. Oh, you have one. Oh, can we use these rocks for it?
Yeah, sure. You want to just give it a platform so that it hopefully doesn't do what I just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I need to stab it in.
Okay, well that's really old modeling clay, so you might want to get something to...
Like scissors?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is, I'm not sure if I show the camera, but this is the finished, well, it's not completely finished. You know, I almost want to go over it with some sort of,
Clay tool?
Yeah, clay tool.
There by the TV in the other room.
Okay, I'll get those. But yeah, this is the almost finished product. I'm gonna use some clay tools to,
Re-accentuate the folds?
yeah.
Okay. Then we can go on to the platform.
Yeah.
Hopefully those will be dry. Once again, making a worm, snake out of Miliput. And you're going to want this as thin as possible so you can still work with it, but at the same time not get it stuck to the board.
Okay, this is kind of very difficult.
Yeah, if you have the right tool, it might be easier.
I'm using the smoother knives for thin cuts.
Okay.
It's just very difficult to grab onto it, especially without removing the progress I already did.
Right, that's why I wanted you to have the platform to put it on so that it would have a place to rest as soon as you were done, so you wouldn't get, your finger pressure wouldn't push the folds away. But I had the same problem, and the little bit of folds that you think are there are probably more than enough because you
Okay,
can,
is this good?
yeah. With the green wash or whatever color wash, depending on what color you want your brain to look like.
Probably wanted it to be a bit different than just pure green like yours, because yours is meant to be green because of the lining.
Yes.
Okay, do you think that'll work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, why don't you get out the platform off to your left there?
This one?
No, farther left.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, are these gonna go on top or below? No, they can't go below. Where do these go? I don't even remember.
You're going to turn it upside down.
Okay. Drill a hole in it?
Yeah. We'll just show the folks. I'm almost done with this half. Ooh. And then I'll put this half down because the other half won't get damaged. And then I'll drill the hole.
I still think it looks good. So this is... I think yours is like the wrinkles, the amount of them is better because you had a longer thing to work with.
There's my half a brain. There's a joke in there somewhere, right, folks? Let's get that Miliput
One I
off.
may or may not have made many times.
That's no understatement there, buddy. Okay. My handy dandy Swiss Army knife that I use every single day. If you guys don't have a Swiss Army knife, get one. Even if you have to get one of the littler ones, this one at the time, like 30 years ago, as you notice, I've kept it even though I lost the side piece. I've had this and I've used it every single day, and I will continue to use it. And when I leave this earth, it will be in my coffin with me because I'm sure I will need it in the afterlife.
There's also a joke in there.
Yeah, because where I'm going, you know. Right.
There's many jokes to be made there. Actually, just like 2. And at least half of them are extremely unfunny.
You think so?
Yes. Anyways,
Okay, and I'm using the awl tool just to drill out this hole, and then I will glue it right back over the light. Hopefully I can get that hole big enough so that the and don't worry if it's not perfectly centered, because it's not.
even though technically do we not really need to have that?
Yes, we do. Actually, I measured it earlier when you weren't here.
Oh, okay. Is that what you were doing? You were measuring?
So to speak, yeah. So let's take it and see. Oh, look at that. It makes a weird little circle. You see that?
I can see it.
It's kind of cool. I think I need a little bit bigger, just to make sure.
Do I get the molds? Like, do you need this?
I don't know. You know what? Go ahead and get the molds, just in case we have run out. I don't think we're going to have much left over. But you can...
Do you think that one mold you made is actually going to work? Is that going all the time?
No, try one of the insects or something like that we made. Or even the little rat. Because that's definitely enough for the rat and maybe a little extra. Let's test it. Okay, we're good.
I'm going to assume this is the...
Once again, I'm going to super glue this here, trying to be careful not to get any super glue in the light. And then I'm going to put this here and you're just going to hold it for me, okay? Just hold it like that on the edges though, because you don't want that, like you see I left fingerprints there.
Good.
Yeah, paints. It's actually residue from the Miliput, I believe. And the mold, did you bring it out?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll show them what you were talking about. This is a blue stuff mold
A
of...
slightly obese Western person.
This is a... it's a mold of a Heritage Miniatures giant rat from back in the 1980s. Because like I was saying before, the giant rat miniatures that are available are
Expensive or not good?
no, it's not that. It's usually this pile of rats. It's like this tall.
Why would you need a pile?
Yeah,
of
rats don't travel like that. But that's the only one I saw recently that wasn't basically.
Is,
You know,
what is this? Is this good enough to put this on?
I would let it dry a little longer before we actually try to squeeze that bubble on there because it could very well discombobulate and then we have to start all over. So let the super glue do its thing. But we're just using the excess Miliput so we don't waste it. Put it in one of our molds and then tomorrow we'll pop it out and have an extra giant rat, which you can never really have too many of. We've got 3 right now.
I mean,
Besides the original, of course.
Yeah, the original is the original.
I'm not going to do anything with that. And I'm going to finish the brain. Basically, as you can see, when your brain is done, when his brain is done, you're going to glue it into here. You know what? I'm going to glue that wire now before I put the rest of the Miliput on there. I'm going to make it a little longer than I know I'll need, and I can trim it down later. But I really didn't like the 4 legs aspect. The legs are basically supposed to be the life support tubes that keep the brain.
That's why the way I kind of wanted to have it would have the wires connecting to it, either holding it up from the top or holding it up from different angles.
Okay, let's see if I can get that in there. You want to take this so you can spray it for me as soon as I'm ready? I gotta put the wire in there first. Okay, go ahead. Hold on. Let me make sure. Come on. Did you just spray yourself?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am very intelligent.
Oh, I did not anticipate that.
We both are very intelligent.
It's okay. Gotta learn somehow, right, folks?
Yeah, now we know. Don't use accelerator and Miliput.
Yeah.
It's bad. I was gonna do that as well, but it turns out not good. Don't do it. Very bad. So how did I spray it onto myself and not notice?
Just because.
I'm intelligent.
Well, you're a very smart kid, but because you didn't know that there's a special.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just somehow didn't notice. Anyways. What else is there aside from you finishing that? Is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually finish this off camera because
Oh.
my hands are covered in goop.
That makes sense, actually.
But we're going to put together the. Okay, I need to make a hole with the scissors too, because this is like 10-year-old modeling clay.
Are you gonna show the camera what it looks like?
Mine?
Yeah.
That's my left half of my brain. And from what we've done so far, I think you guys get the picture.
Yeah,
I hope this is helpful, Nathan. I'd love to see what you make. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. This spray isn't that bad. Okay, how clean are your hands?
Kind of.
Okay, try to put the bubble in there without dislodging the super glue bond.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's not ready.
It's not ready?
It's
Okay,
not
we'll
ready.
just lay it on top. The best you can.
I think that's good. Is that?
That'll work for now. And the brains will be inside.
And just so you know, this is kind of a hint for our next month. Because we're already thinking about it, because we already have every craft for this month. We know pretty much how we're going to do pretty much all of them.
Let's get a nice parting shot of the original. Brain in a jar. Will you uncover your face to say goodnight to everybody? Come on. is in all his original glory. We'll have 2 more ready for the Sunday show-off show, which will actually be in May, not in April.
But that's happened many times before.
And there you have our April Fool's video for you guys.
Not really.
Didn't really want to pull any practical jokes on you. I'm sure you guys have
Yeah.
had an entire day and afternoon full of them.
YouTubers saying they're gonna quit because that's the most original joke you can come up with.
You know, we're never going to quit. We'll be doing this for decades.
It's
So-
been not decades.
Well, not me, yeah, but you. So that's it for us here at the Shadow and Sun Show. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys make your own brain in a jar. Not with your own brain, but you know what I mean. And we will see you Sunday for a relatively announcement-filled episode.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things still happening for this month, and we hope to see you guys there. Till then, have a great weekend and happy Easter.
Yes. And that has been today's episode of the Shadow and Sun Show. The dog didn't succeed in getting into the video, though we did mention him. And good night.